So as you might have seen from my last video, I've recently switched to the Sony a6400, and in doing so I've kind of like found a few little cool things that might be of interest to you guys that use it for vlogging and things like that. So this is my video about the cool little things that you can do just to get around some of the niggles people have found with the a6400. So when you're doing vlogging and you want to have a microphone on there, the first people complain about is as soon as you put the microphone on top, the microphone gets in the way of you being able to see the screen. Now some people have said, well, you can always stick it in a cage. Well, I've got the cage from my old 6500 and that fits just fine. It's got a cold shoe built into one side, but that still kind of like catches the screen, so you can't use that. Obviously you can bolt a cold shoe any way you want around the cage, and there's your microphone solution. But that turns quite a compact little camera into a bit of a chunky monkey. So I've kind of avoided that one for now. What I've gone for is a real simple solution, and that is just a tiny little microphone that plugs into the microphone side. And the beauty about this one is you can turn it to face you or someone else. These microphones are quite good. It is ever so slightly kind of shock mounted in there, so that's pretty good in terms that it's not going to carry too much noise from the case of the camera through. And with this little cover, it does cut out a lot of wind. However, you can put like a little dead mouse or whatever you want to call it, windshield over the top of there, and that works even better. And they are around about £30. Now the second thing people have said is that it doesn't have a headphone port. Now I kind of understand that. You want to monitor your audio, you want to make sure your audio is crisp, loud, clear, not distorted, not too quiet. Other levels around you aren't too bad, but you probably only ever want to do that before you start recording, because if you want to monitor your audio, really you're talking about a studio setup. So what I use is this little adapter. It's a micro HDMI to a VGA and HDMI, but crucially on this one it's got a 3.5mm headphone stereo socket on the back, which means that I can plug this into the side of my camera, I can put my headphones on, and I can listen to my audio. Make sure my audio is alright, disconnect that, off I go. It does take over the HDMI when you do it, but a solution to that is using the HDMI in the back there, is you can put it up to an external monitor, which in all fairness, if you're using it in a studio, you're probably going to have an external monitor anyway, so this will just go in between the two and give you that headphone jack to monitor your audio. Now the other thing I've seen people doing is this weird vlogging setup and the Joby gorillapod and all that kind of stuff, and I just don't get that. This is such a fantastic little product. It's made by Manfrotto, and it is, well, it's everything you need. A tripod or mini tripod. The legs extend. If you want it to lie flat, then the legs can lie flat too, with a little flick of a thing on the back. But the beauty about this is once you've mounted it to your camera, it's got a ball head on the top there, and the mounting's really easy too. Simply just screws in like that, so it's really quick. Angle your ball head, extend these, and obviously by shooting out like that with your camera on top, it gives you that extra distance you need just to do your vlog setup. Very simple. And then as soon as you've finished, you just collapse the legs again, straighten the ball head up, and then just carry it around with you or sit it down as a tripod. Really great, and again, not that expensive. Another thing, especially with having the flip up screen and things like that, is the glare. So what I've got is a screen protector, little sort of thing like a mobile phone, sheet of plastic you put over the top, but this one's anti-glare as well. So it means you can make better use of your camera while you're out and about, and again, just a few pounds. And the last thing, and a lot of people are saying, no, it's not got in-body stabilization and blah blah blah. Well, I've had an a6500. Again, go check out my video as to why I've changed my cameras, and the inbuilt body stabilization, the 5-axis, the actual sensor stabilization of the a6500 really wasn't that good in my view. Didn't work that well at all. But essentially what I've done is I've gone with a Peak Design leash neck strap, simply because it's got the Peak Design system where they just clip in, clip off. pop that around your neck, clip it on, and then while you're holding the camera, you're using the tension of the strap while you're holding your camera to give you that sort of stabilization. And I found that that works just as well, if not better, than the GH5 that I had, which had excellent inbuilt stabilization. So I hope you like my top tips, suggestions of how you can improve your A6400. Happy filming, make the most of it. If you've got any more suggestions for me or anybody else, leave them in the comments section down below, that'd be great. Until next time, take care, bye.